that we have talked about REM and that part of your sleep cycle where your brain processes the things that you do during the day. I had the weirdest dream, you guys. You guys are in for an interesting one today. So, okay, so you guys know that I do ghost tours, right? So this dream was last night and it was the craziest dream. I was doing a ghost tour and then I went to sleep, but before that, hello P99 and ghost song, I will get back to you too. Okay. So I did a ghost tour yesterday and it really did affect my dream last night. It was insane. I that yesterday I actually ended up going to a mattress store. I'm just giving you background story to what happened in the dream, okay? So I was walking in my dream. I was in this dark neighborhood. It was like my old neighborhood and it was in the middle of the night and the moon looked really weird. Yesterday's moon looked really, really weird and I took a picture of it. And I was giving a ghost tour to two girls, right? In my dream. And the thing is, these two girls, they were very intrigued and then the tour had finished, but they're like, can you walk us to our house? And I was like, because we're scared. And I was like, well, I'm going that way anyways because I want to take a picture of the moon. So I'm walking these two girls down the dark road to their house. And when I get to their house, it's not a house, it's just a mattress, like outside. And I see the moon and I take a picture of the moon and they lay on the mattress and they say, can you take a photo of us? And I was like, okay. And I remember in my ghost tour, the spirit talker said camera. So in my dream, it said take a photo, and I never took a photo. And I took a photo of the two girls, and I think they were representing they're actually two guys in my tour. And I took a photo of them in their bed, and I could see that in their bed there was two spirits that hung out. In the photo, I saw two spirits next to the two girls, but they looked like they were happy spirits. And I could see that they just followed the girls around. And I was very interested by that. I was like, okay. And I show the girls, I turn over my phone and I was like, hey, this is the picture. This is the picture that I took of you and of the girls in the bed outside. It was so weird. And they said, oh, okay. And one of the girls, I don't really like touching strangers. One of the girls goes and she puts her hand on me and I feel the strongest shock I've ever felt. I literally started screaming. I was like, ah! It felt real. Like I felt so shocked. It like jolted me awake and I didn't like that. I actually ended up doing like a prayer and I cleansed a little bit, but I didn't like that. It shocked me. And it was like I was shocked out of existence, but the hand felt so real. But I think in my tour there, and I had a really good group yesterday, and there's two guys that were very feminine. So I think in my dream I saw them as girls. And they're really nice. And I remember at the end they shook my hand, and I was a little resistant to that. But they were actually really, really nice. They tipped me very well. And they left me a review. They were the best. I actually liked them. But my dream was processing the ghost tour and my day. And also I forgot to tell you, while I was walking down this long road, I saw a huge skull on the ground, and in the bed when I took a picture of them, there was a skeleton next to them too. Hello Ultra Instinct, hi. Okay, let me catch up on the comments on YouTube. We have P99 says hi, Javier says hi, Paulina hi, woo. Joseph says hi, Spanish beautiful, thank you. Hello, Pinker's bleach face of the moon. Thank you. Felt like Dracula is a real ghost in your dream, maybe. I mean, the hand felt very real, but I remember in person, I'm not a big, Yes, I will shake people's hands, but I try to avoid it. So maybe it was also my mind, like I shook their hand, but they were really nice and I really liked them and they were really kind. So I don't know. I did like cleanse my space and myself. So I feel my home feels very safe now. But and that ghost tour, yesterday's ghost tour, I always carry something with me and I didn't carry it with me. So I don't know. Everything's good now. I'm like happy, you know. But it was interesting. It's crazy how dreams can be so symbolic or how they process. You like I went to a mattress store because I'm shopping for a mattress, so they were on a mattress. Like the two girls were on a mattress, right? And on my tour, there's a big skull. So as we were walking, I saw a skull on the ground. Our REM cycle, when we get to that state, the unconscious mind processes via images and emotions. It doesn't process. It doesn't process through words, right? It was processing the day that I had. Okay, so let me catch up on these comments. How are you guys doing? Just says enjoy pretty. Thank you. Nick says, "Oh my gosh, one vampire movie like what is it? Twilight? What? Wait, what do you mean by that? Are you just talking about Twilight? Hello, thanks for the likes, Bam Bam. You could feel good and bad. Your eyebrows are cool. Thanks. Oh, that's cool. I would definitely do a small more questions. Hi, Linky Alice. Happy to have you back. Anyone subscribe? Thank you. Oh, Brian, thanks for the ice cream. Thank you for the sundae. And what was weird about that dream was that I did wake up in the middle of the night. So if there's a reason why I did like cleanse my space and I did a prayer and all of that and I cleansed my home in the morning. And I feel so protected. My home is so spiritually protected and I'm spiritually protected, but that one did feel like quite real. And I did go on a ghost tour yesterday and I usually bring something with me and I didn't bring it. So yeah, maybe. So I just did that just in case because I did wake up in the middle of the night. I did not want to look at the time because I didn't want it to be 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Let's see. Infinity says hi. Happy Tuesday. I love your tea. Thank you. This is happy Monday night. Hello, you guys. Do you guys, I think I have Ultra Instinct over here on TikTok and I have 46 of y'all on YouTube. Do you guys ever have dreams that feel realistic? To be honest, the hand that touched me felt like a real spirit hand. That's why I did like in my dream. That one felt very real. That's why I was like, I'm gonna just pray and do a little cleansing and, you know, protect myself. And I did. I feel good now. I feel very protected. So yeah, spirits can come into dreams, you know, and you can tell if it feels very real, you know. And that night, like last night, my Simba, my cat, he was running around in the room, screaming at the corners, meowing at the corners. Cats do protect you in the spiritual realm, so I feel like he was protecting me. And then cats, like, dogs protect you physically, cats protect you spiritually, you know? So let's see, let me catch up on some of these comments. Delicious. Okay, I see some funny comments, kind of people. Thank you. Ooh, Chris Zick says his chickens laid 21 eggs today. That's awesome. I want to have chickens. Shaking the sound. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dark, for the likes. And then let me see. Oh, that's kind of cool. 21 sesh. Oh my God. That's scary. Yeah, I mean, I do ghost tours. I wasn't super scared. I was more annoyed a little bit. My home feels very, like, it's very protected right now, you know. And everybody has their personal beliefs, but, you know, I pray to Holy Spirit. But yes, it's, there was something, and I'm not going to talk about it, but my ghost tour for the most part is like very happy. But there's like one stop that is a little darker. And so maybe I paid too much attention to that stop, Either way, I'm protected, so I'm fine. Francisco says, hey, yo, hello, Francisco. Have you guys ever done any ghost tours? Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on some of these comments. I'm going backwards so I can read them in order. That's scary. I really liked you. You're very beautiful. Thank you. Do you have a cat or a dog? I have 2 cats. I'm a cat lady. I like dogs too, but right now I have 2 cats. Okay, Kate, that's good for you. Did you have a spiritual awakening? I feel like constantly I am. I feel like as a collective, we all are realizing that maybe the world is not what we've been sold, And, we're all love and light at the end of the day. Spread love, help each other. We're the powerful one, the majority. We just have to help each other and work together. Let's see. Blue Whale says support the blue. I don't know what the Blue Whale challenge is. I love your cat says, can you give your cat a treat? Yes, I love my cats. But right now I have the salmon treats. So only Maya likes them. I'll try to give them to Simba. He does not like them. Oh my God. And for the people on TikTok, hey. Okay, let's see on YouTube. Joseph says, I see things like that myself. Ooh, yeah, I mean, we all have that. You can have it more active, Quantum says, I saw spirits during most of my childhood. Last operation I saw was a few years ago. Yeah, there are some areas that are heavier activity. You can really feel it, and we all have that ability. Sometimes you just have to meditate and open your third eye if you want to be open to it. But I can see why it's scary for some people. And I don't have mine fully open either, because I used to be like, as a child, I remember just seeing everything, And I don't know if I fully want to. Okay. Okay. Infinity says, I'm not being mean, but you have vampire teeth. Spirituality. Have you been to Disneyland? Yeah, when I was a kid. Disney World I've been more, because I'm in Florida. Oh, this is cool. I can do this. Give me a second. I think my app updated, so I can send you guys something. Tell me if you guys receive this. There we go. So, have you seen a ghost? We got no, mostly no. Let's see, the votes are coming in. Tony. Ooh, that's the mystery, isn't it? We have 17 votes in on YouTube. 76% of people say no, 24% of people say yes. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let me catch up on the comments. I'm going to go backwards. Let's see. My B-day's tomorrow. Happy birthday, Char. What's today's topic? I was just talking about my bizarre dream. It was very weird. I was just walking these 2 girls down a dark road, and I was giving them a tour, and I saw a skull in the middle, on the side of the road, and I kept walking them, and they asked me to walk them to their house, but their house was a mattress, and they laid on the mattress and asked me, can you take a picture of us? And I was like, okay. So I went to go take a picture of them, and in the picture, and also I took a picture of the moon, because the moon looked really weird. The moon looked really weird last night, you guys. I took a picture, and I turned over the camera, And it was the two girls, and there was a skeleton in the bed that was not in the picture, and two spirits in the bed with them. And I just knew that the spirits followed the two girls, but they were like good spirits. They liked the girls. And then one of the girls touched me, and I don't like to be touched by strangers. She touched me. And I got shocked, and I screamed, and I was like, ah! I screamed, and it just like the shock was all through my body, and I just woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, whoa. My brain was processing what happened the day before, but also the hand felt very real. So I did like praying, I cleansed my home. And my home feels very safe and good and protected now. Okay, so we have you seen a ghost? Their